Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports, continuing our racing coverage of the summertime stakes. We're doing a preview for tomorrow's King's Plate, which is kind of like the leg one of the Canadian Triple Crown, run at Woodbine Racetrack. Thanks for our commenter Ronnie Bravo at Ronnie Bravo. He wanted to see what we had on a late pick five, $250,000 guaranteed. So we're going to parlay that into a separate show. This is going to be a preview of the King's Plate. So it'll be just a little bit more in depth, but with the field the way it is, with a top heavy field and a bunch of long shots, not going to spend a ton of time on it, but we'll go over a few of the key players. So just fill you in if you're new to the channel. By the way, so make sure you're subscribed and smashing that like button. But to do that goes a long way to help me as an independent podcaster promote my show on YouTube. And the more subscribers, the more likes, the more comments, the more engaging you, the viewer, are, the more my content will be spread. So just doesn't cost you anything, just a little bit of your time. So I greatly do appreciate that. But if you would like to help me grow the channel, better equipment, upgrades, all that stuff, you can take a look in the description, open that up, and it'll show you ways to do that. That is not necessary, but it is very much appreciated. So let's get on with the show. All right, race number 11 is the King's Plate. $1 million purse, 3-year-olds foaled in Canada. Not going to look too deep into all these horses. There's a bunch of them, 20-1 or greater. Joke Star being one of them, Kevin Attard, Emma Jane Wilson, pretty good combination there, but just not quite there. The rail post is an advantage for them, but I don't think this one's going to have the juice to get there. Rafaru is one I might consider underneath. I think the second was a big run at 26-1 in the plate stakes. This was the prep race for the King's Plate here that was run just a few weeks ago at Woodbine, going 1 1/8 miles. Several horses were in this one. My Boy Prince won it, and Rafaru was second. Then you had Friendly Ghost third, which is in this race. The horse that I'm probably the most interested in is Essex Serpent. That is Mark Casse and Patrick Husbands. Patrick Husbands won this aboard I forgot who the horse was. I'll be talking about that horse in the pick 5 video coming up, so be on the lookout for that. So Essex Serpent, 90 in the grade 3 Marine, definitely moving up in class, and has some of the best figures of all of them. Honor Code is the sire. I think everything looks pretty good there. I'm gonna probably pick this race or pick this horse on top. So number 3, Essex Serpent, I definitely have my eye on. And I also like this filly here. Omaha Beach is the sire. Caitlin, Her Greatness. Kevin Attard, Rafael Hernandez, good combination there. Ran second in the just missed by a neck in the Woodbine Oaks. Ran claimed off Todd Pletcher. They turned her around and made her an all-weather type horse. He was running her here and had some pretty good success, broke her maiden, then ran an attempted stakes, then fired her at Gulfstream, and then was the claim by Attard. Brought her up to Woodbine, ran her a 7.5 on the turf. She fired, so he decided to try her out on the all-weather. She fired again. So I think Caitlin, Her Greatness, is probably going to be a nice little all-weather track type horse for this race. Then you have Midnight Mascot, Mark Casse again. You use all the Mark Casse horses in your pick 5. There's 3 of them in this race. I'm using them all. This one is probably the most value of them all. Third in the Marine, pretty good closing effort in that one. So 88 speed figure, solid, nice freshening coming in. And Kimura is an excellent turf jockey. So also rides well on the all weather. He's just really good all around, one of those types. So next up, Friendly Ghost, like I said, ran third in that plate stakes. 85 speed rating, pretty solid, just on the outside looking in. If you wanted to include underneath in this race a long shot, Friendly Ghost is applicable there. Definitely got some good breeding up top. My boy Prince is obviously probably going to be the top selection of a lot of people. Best all weather speed, the winner of three straight stakes races and has a 90 in there, winning by 4 and 6, stretching out a little bit at a time. Ready for the mile and a quarter? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. The rest of them are pretty much out on. Pierre is 20-1. That's a little bit stretching it for me. Thor's Cause, no thanks. The rest of them, but Bedard. If I thought there would be one to get here, I would put in there. This one, maybe, if you really wanted to look at a long shot, sired by Nyquist. So that mile and a quarter classic distance is pretty good. Should have speed in the background and should have some stamina as well. Could be worth a shot to use underneath, especially in your third level on a trifecta bet. You're going to have to include some of these longer shots. So Bedard, you could do worse. And Roar of the Crowd. The rest of these, I don't think. Blinkers coming off, no more options is interesting. That could help boost, but I think the speed figures are a little laxed. But that's going to do it for the field. Let's jump over and make some final selections, and then we'll get out of here. Okay, to put a bow on the King's Plate, it looks like Mark Cassidy has this thing, I wouldn't say on lock, but 3 strong entries. I would use all 3 in your pick 5. Number 2, Rafaru, probably won't make that ticket, but she is a use underneath. It was a big rally for that second place finish in the grade 3 Marine at 26-1. But a lot of times when horses do that, really difficult for a long shot to repeat that kind of an effort. But I do like the filly as well. I mentioned the 4 horse, which is Caitlin, Our Greatness. So won at 7.5 furlongs and ran tough going 9. But I am going to take the number 3 Essex Serpent for the win, and I will use the 5 and the 7, 3, 5, and 7 for the leg of the pick 5, and I think I might even include the 4 in that to have something different. Okay, so the pick 5, I'll probably do like 3, 4, 5, 7, 3 on top. I will use the 2 underneath on a bet. Definitely. And I wouldn't be afraid to include the 2 as well. So that's going to do it for the King's Plate. Stay tuned for the pick 5, guaranteed $250,000 on the line. Let's get that money. Billy Ho Sports, subscribe and like. Till next time, see you soon.